Hi guys, and welcome back to She Dreams, She Plans. Today's video will take a dive into my home section here in my Happy Planner, specifically the expenses where my budget is stored. You will get a first look at how I plan my February budget, and it will include real raw data. Hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so what I like to do is to take out the month that I am budgeting for. So this month is going to be February, and the reason I like to remove it from the beginning is so that I don't have to flip back and forth. On my monthly pages, if you saw from like my January overview, I write in when my bills are going to be due. I do for the ones that fluctuate, I write on here in pencil when I believe that it's going to come out. And then once I actually get the physical bill, either in the mail or an email, then I like erase it and then I put it in pen. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take February out and we're just going to set it aside. And we'll come back to that later. Then I go back to my expenses tab and I find the month that I need to work on. And so on here, I write all of my bills, due dates, amounts on this page. As you can see, this did come from the budget extension pack, but as explained in my setup, I did not want my planner to be so thick. And so I only kept this page because this is the only thing that like really matters to me and it works for the purposes that I need it to work for. So I'm going to come back, and when I come back, you'll see that this is all filled out, and you'll also see that my calendar is filled out. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see, everything is filled out, my bill pay checklist and my monthly spread. I'll start over here with my bills. What I've done in the past when I receive paper bills in the mail is write the due date here in the margin. What I believe that I'm going to do going forward is to highlight the due dates. And so I've done that for all of the bills that I've received so far in the mail. So I'll set that aside and we'll come back to this portion a little bit later here in the video. So what I've done is fill out the bill pay checklist. And if you can't tell, there are spaces in between, and each subsection means something different. So this top portion are like home bills that are every month. They don't ever change. The amounts may change, but the bills themselves, they do not change. They're not flexible or anything like that. This middle section is going to be our debt. We have a lot of credit cards which we're paying off, and so here is the debt. They're not in any specific order. These are just all of the debts that we have. This third section here are going to be bills that what I like to call flexible, where I can have them. It's not going to hurt me not to have them. And then this last section is something new for the month of February because we do have car registration. So we'll see this again soon, like in May when our house taxes, homeowners taxes are due. So we'll see this again and it'll just say home taxes. So then at the bottom in the note section, I like to make note of what our actual income is. So then I can say, okay, well, where is all of our money going? So here is where I just record. I get paid every week. My husband gets paid every other week. And so here I just record what we actually get paid. Down here, SBD is my snowball debt. And as you can see on one of my credit cards, $100 is not the minimum. It'll never be the minimum, but that is what my snowball debt amount is going to be. And that is how much I'm putting towards that debt. If you look a little bit closer, I have two bills that I have written, or three bills that I have written in pencil. I know the due date because, again, they never change. They're my credit cards. They never change. But the amount may change and it may fluctuate by $1 or $2. So I just write it in pencil just so when I actually get the bill, I'll erase it and put it in because I don't want to like scratch anything out because pen is obviously permanent. Then, as you can see, I filled out the full monthly spread with all the bills that are due. I have two bills, my Vectron bill, which is my gas and electric, and then my AT&T cell phone bills. those two bills from all of my bills are the only ones that really fluctuate from month to month. My water bill does too, but I normally get that like soon because it's always due at the beginning of the month. So those are the bills that kind of fluctuate. So I've written those also in pencil. And then when I actually get the bill, I am able to either erase this and write it in pen because it's really due on that date, or erase it and move it somewhere else. So the next step in my process is to kind of lay everything out. And I will show you how I do that. So each month, I just write everything that I wrote on here on this little half sheet. This month, I'm going to do a little something different because I have these cute half sheets from the new releases that Mambi had. And so I think I'm going to use this versus a half sheet of printer paper. And what I do is basically, again, write everything out. It may be repetitive to some people, but I actually put what my estimated income is. And then I break down, again, the expenses. And then in these little corners here, I write what week it's going to be taken out. So if we look at the monthly layout again, really quick, you can see that I have dollar signs on these sections. And so on the dollar signs, I want to budget my month by pay period, so that I know that, so for this first pay period, this right here is my cheer money that I get. It's very little. It's my money. So I don't even like count that towards my budget or anything. So for this first paycheck for February 1st, I know that I need to cover these bills all the way up until this next one. So I have to cover these 4, 5, 6, 7 bills before this next paycheck when me and my husband both get paid. So he's the green. And then I know for that next week, I have to budget in the Team Snap and then everything else that falls in line, and so on and so forth. If there's a bill like our AT&T bill, a lot of times it is more expensive, so I may pay it earlier. So that's probably the only exception, the AT&T and the Vectron, because those are our highest bills that I may fluctuate and not pay with this week's paycheck, if that makes sense. So when I come back, you'll see what I've done to kind of replicate this, this little half sheet. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, we're back for the last portion of this video. And so what I did was just take this nice half sheet from the Mambi new release and just wrote February 2018 on it and put at the top our income. And this is just estimated, and it can either fluctuate up or down depending on PTO, overtime, things like that. Holidays, there are none in February that we get off. So this should be very close, if not accurate. But this, again, does not include overtime hours. So I've broken it down with between home, debt, flexible, and then one-time payments. As you can see, I've written that in pen. Things that are in pencil are ones that I have not received a bill for, and that they can change from month to month. So what I can do, what I typically do is just leave this in the very front of the bill checklist page. But what I can also do is put this in where my pink tab for today is. I can always move this to where I need it to be. And that is the lovely part about the Happy Planner. Again, very customizable. So for now, I think I'm going to just leave it back here because that's what I do. In the past, what I've done is leave it back here. And then as you can see, I put a check mark by ones that have been paid and a P by ones that have been posted. So that's not going to be any different. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see that the numbers correlate with what paycheck or week I will be paying that bill. So we are good to go on that end. So if I go back to where my monthly bills are, I've taken out the bills from last month and I just write when I paid that specific bill. And what I'll do is I write that on there and then I flip to the back portion of the file folder, and I just say that these are the bills that need to be filed. So at the end of the month, once January is over, all the bills for January have been paid. I will take these out and put it into the filing cabinet for where I keep all of our bills. Then for the monthly bills, I'll just take all of these nice and neat, and I will put them into this folder. And that is this video. You have gotten an inside look, real numbers, raw data on how I budget for my family. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell down there if you want to get notifications every time I upload a new video. New videos coming every week, so stay tuned. I have lots of stuff planned for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, and once I hit that 50 mark, we have a giveaway of some planner goodies. I know you guys like the planner goods, so please subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about me. Thanks, guys, for all the love that you've given me so far. With the views, the new subscribers, everything. She Dreams, She Plans is going places. So thanks, and until next time, bye.